Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about the iPad for students. I did one of these before and I wanted to share some new updates, including new features coming in iPadOS 18. I'll be sharing how I take aesthetic digital notes on the iPad and some of my favorite iPad apps, accessories, and tips for students. I recently made videos about the new iPad Pro and iPad Air, so I will also talk about which iPad model I recommend you get as a student. I get a lot of questions about how I take notes on the iPad. GoodNotes is a very popular app with lots of features, but for a cheaper alternative, I recommend checking out Noteful app. Here I'm using my digital notebook, but most note-taking apps have in-app templates you can use, and I like to use different colors. I do a mixture of handwriting and typing, and I also use the iPad's handwriting to text feature, which can be enabled in settings under Apple Pencil. You can install custom fonts using apps like iFont, and I personally like to use a neat handwritten font. I love that you can change the color of your notes, and it's easy to create any color pen by copying and pasting in the hex code. I use this free app called Coolers to find different color palettes. There's several ways to add images to your notes. You can drag and drop from the web or from the photo album, and in Photos, you can also long press on an object to lift it out of the background. Apps like GoodNotes can now record your lectures and transcribe them into text, and you can just drag this text into your notes. You can also take notes at the same time, and it will play back in real time alongside the audio. You can also annotate over lecture slides and worksheets, and if you don't have them in digital format, then you can simply scan any document using the camera, and it will automatically brighten and tidy them up. The tape tool is useful for studying and revising. You can use it to cover up key information and test yourself, and then just tap on it to reveal what's underneath. The new Apple Pencil Pro has made digital note-taking even more convenient. The new Squeeze feature lets you squeeze on the Apple Pencil to bring up a pop-up menu that contains all of the essential tools, making it more convenient to switch between them. You can customize the squeeze function in settings and change it to something else, such as erase or bringing up the color palette, and you can also long press on the undo button to see all of the previous undo steps, which is really convenient when you want to undo multiple steps in one go. My channel is all about digital planning, and I use my planner to stay organized and keep on top of my to-do list, as well as do a bit of digital journaling when I feel like it. Planners designed with students in mind have useful templates that help you to keep track of your studies. Like here in my student planner, I have dedicated sections for each subject and pages for tracking things like assignments and grades. Apps like GoodNotes can sync between the iPad, iPhone, and the computer, so you can easily check in with your planner on the go. I made a separate video about my planner where I went into more detail about the new features such as custom paper backgrounds and the new customization options such as being able to choose the month it starts from. For example, my planner here runs from September to August, and you can also choose the daily schedule start time. I love to decorate with stickers, and you can check out my Plan With Me videos or my beginner's tutorial if you want to find out more, and I'll link to my planner in the video description. One item I find really useful for note-taking and planning is a matte screen protector, and this brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Paperlike's Note-Taker collection is an all-in-one kit that's perfect for students, as it combines their screen protector, ergonomic pencil grips, and a cleaning kit. Writing directly on the glass screen can feel slippery, and the Paperlike screen protector gives you better control and precision when you're using the Apple Pencil. Paperlike's unique nano dots are these tiny microbeads that add resistance and improve haptic feedback when using the Apple Pencil, emulating the feeling of writing on paper. These grips make the Apple Pencil less slippery to hold, and I like that it still works with the Apple Pencil gestures, like the double tap gesture and the new squeeze feature on the Apple Pencil Pro. The cleaning kit is very convenient and quickly removes dust and fingerprints from your screen. You get a 15% discount by buying this bundle together, so if you're looking to improve your iPad handwriting and overall experience of using the Apple Pencil, then make sure to check out my link in the video description and try out the Paperlike Note-Taker collection. Apart from note-taking, the iPad has some other great apps that are useful for students. Forest is a cute productivity app that minimizes distractions on your iPad and helps you to stay focused on a task. You set a timer, and as long as you stay in the app, the tree will continue to grow until the timer ends, and over time you get to grow a forest. Another similar productivity app that I like is called Study Bunny, which lets you color code different tasks. Quizlet is a study app that offers flashcards, quizzes, and games to help students learn and retain information. You can collaborate with others, and there's a huge library of user-generated content. For reading, I recommend Kindle or Apple Books app, which both have access to a large library of ebooks. You can adjust font sizes and choose different themes, as well as highlight sentences and add your own notes. You can also search for text and look up words using the built-in dictionary, and even create study flashcards from your highlighted notes. If you're looking for a task management app, then check out Todoist or TickTick. You can create to-do lists and sync your tasks across all devices, and there's also features like reminders and priority levels. These apps also come with widgets, so you can see your tasks directly on the home screen and lock screen. Apps like Libby and Hoopla Digital offers free access to a wide range of ebooks and audiobooks using your library card. It's a convenient resource for students looking for free entertainment and educational materials, however, it's not available in all countries. Procreate is my favorite drawing app and it's very easy to use. You can also draw diagrams in here and drag and drop it into other apps. There is a one-off cost, but I've compared this to free alternatives like Ibis Paint X, and I think this is totally worth it. ChatGPT is an AI-powered app where you can ask any question and it will help you to find answers, generate ideas, and get explanations on various topics. It's a useful study aid, although I don't recommend that you rely on it 100%. I love getting new iPad accessories, and here are some items I got for my new iPad from ESR on Amazon. I recommend getting a case that also works as a stand, and I got this one in purple, and I've already decorated it with stickers. I like the different viewing angles, which is great for switching between different activities, like taking notes, drawing, and watching Netflix, and you can also detach this part from the case, and your iPad is still protected. This iPad stylus is a more affordable alternative to the Apple Pencil. It has palm rejection and works very similar to the Apple Pencil, you just have to connect it using Bluetooth. This is great if you just want to try out iPad note-taking, and it also comes with these replacement tips. For the Apple Pencil, my favorite accessory are these steel tips, which I also got from Amazon. This has lasted me for ages without wearing down, but I do recommend using these along with a screen protector. All my Amazon favorites are linked in the video description, so check that out if you're interested. iPadOS 18 is coming soon and has some exciting new features that are useful for students. The Calculator app is finally available on the iPad and includes a new feature called Math Notes. This allows you to calculate from handwritten notes, and it will automatically update as you make changes. It supports scientific calculations, and you can insert graphs, and these will also update live as you change different variables. Smart Script is another new feature in iPadOS 18. This refines your handwriting and makes it smoother and easier to read. You can long press and push handwritten notes to rearrange them, making it easier to add extra notes in between. This feature also allows you to copy text and paste it as handwriting, although I don't think this looks anything similar to my own handwriting. iPadOS 18 introduces Apple Intelligence AI tools to the iPad. The new Writing Tools feature helps you to proofread and rewrite what you've written, as well as being able to summarize text. You can create images using a text prompt in apps like Notes and Messages using the new Image Playground feature. Some improvements are also coming to Safari, and you can tap on the Reader option and get a high-level summary of the page before reading on. And then here are some of my favorite iPad features for students that are already available. You can take a screenshot by swiping the Apple Pencil from the bottom left corner, and then you can annotate over it. You can also take a screenshot and tap on the full page option to save an entire web page, and then share it to your note-taking app to study there. To bring up a quick note, you can swipe the Apple Pencil from the bottom right corner, and if you find something useful on a web page, just highlight it and add it to your quick notes, and then when you tap on it, it will open up that web page and highlight the information you saved. To multitask with different apps, simply drag and drop to the side of the screen, and you can add multiple apps and swipe between them. You can also use the Stage Manager feature, which allows you to resize and reposition windows to get the layout that you want. The Scribble feature automatically turns your handwriting into text, and this can be enabled by going into Apple Pencil in Settings and turning on Scribble. Within Settings, you can also customize the Apple Pencil gestures. You can create a custom focus mode to minimize distractions while studying. This lets you control which apps and contacts are allowed to send you notifications, and the iPadOS 18 update will make this even smarter. You can also customize the lock screen and home screen. I have a separate tutorial on my favorite iPad tips, so watch that video if you want to learn more. If you're deciding between different iPad models, the base iPad is the most affordable and still works with an older version of the Apple Pencil. It doesn't have some premium features, but you can still take notes, and I think this is a good option for student budgets. If you want to use the Apple Pencil Pro, the new iPad Air is a great choice and now comes in a larger 13-inch size. I made an entire unboxing and review video, so check that out if you're interested. And then there's the new iPad Pro, which offers premium features and the best display, but most students likely won't need its extra performance capabilities. I also have a separate video on the M4 iPad Pro, so watch that video if you want to find out more. As for other iPad models, I find the iPad mini to be a little small to take notes comfortably. If you want to save some money, you could consider a pre-owned, slightly older iPad model, as they can do most of the things the newer iPads can. As for which iPad size, I would personally choose based on where I'm going to be using my iPad the most. I prefer the larger size for taking notes and drawing, but it is quite heavy, especially if you want to use it together with the Magic Keyboard. So if you want to carry it around and use it on the go, then I think the 11-inch is better for portability. The larger size is better suited for using it primarily at your desk or as a second monitor. As for storage size, I think the 128GB will be sufficient for most students, but if you'll be using the iPad for the next couple of years and want to be future-proofed, or you want to be able to download a lot of apps and movies, then I think the 256GB is going to be a better option. If you're deciding whether to invest in an iPad, I think it's an amazing tool for students, especially with all the new features and AI tools that are coming to the iPad. I love digital note-taking and planning, and there's a variety of apps to help boost your productivity. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite iPad apps and tips for students, and which iPad model you decided to get for school. Anyways, I hope you found the video useful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos in the meantime. Thanks for watching, see you next time.